getting their symptoms pierced today. You excited?
I'm nervous.
Nervous?
Excited but nervous.
Baby's first piercing.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah, not your first.
But I'm still.
Nervous?
Yeah. Really cute. I'm excited to get the gold one.
Cute. How do you feel?
There's a little
Pinchy?
It's a little ouchy, huh? Not too bad though.
I wanted to show you my outfit because I'm kind of obsessed. I just feel so like cute and summery in it. This is a bandeau top from ASOS. This cardigan is also from ASOS. I really wanted like an oversized poofy cardigan and I thought this one was like in a really cute color. These shorts were actually long skinny jeans that I cut up to make it look like biker shorts, I guess. These are from Mott and Bow. They were actually gifted to me, but I don't know, it just fits kind of weird because if you look on the back, I don't know, it has this weird, how do I show you? Like if I crouch, you can kind of see how it pops out like that. It's really weird because it fits so well everywhere else. And then for shoes, I'm just wearing my Nike Air Force Ones. I just put my hair in a half pony because it's in this really weird, awkward length right now. And my bangs are growing out. So I thought this would be like, I don't know, the best hairstyle for today. And I actually really love this hair tie because sometimes when I tie my hair up, it's like poofier in some areas and flatter in other areas, and this just helps to kind of like hide that mess. This is the fit for today. I love it. I'm obsessed. I feel so ready to take on the day. And guess where we're going today? We are going on another IKEA run. Fuck me! I swear we're not gonna go to IKEA on every vlog, but I've been meaning to get these curtains for the windows and the balcony door and everything, and they're finally in stock, so I'm gonna rush over there and get it. And I also have been searching for a new comforter because the one I got off of Amazon was great for a while, but I've noticed like pretty much every single night I wake up sweaty and damp and moist, and it's just not a good feeling, and I haven't been sleeping well because I'm like overheating. And Ivan and a bunch of you guys on Instagram suggested I get this comforter from IKEA that's like a cooling kind, and they also just got that in stock in my bed size, so I really want to get that so I can have like a better night's sleep. And then if I'm not too tired, I also have to go for a grocery run. I totally forgot to tell you where my jewelry is from. Both of these necklaces are from Majuri. Okay, let's go. Groceries. I got the cool comforter from IKEA and I cannot wait to try this tonight because I don't want to sweat anymore. I'm a little sad because it's not as fluffy as it was with the other comforter, but if I'm gonna sleep better, then I am all for it. I am heading to a Cover FX event right now. It's on the west side at a beach. beach, which is kind of a distance, but I'm pretty excited because I love going to the beach and I haven't been to like an event like this in a while. I think ever since the pandemic started and everything with COVID. So I'm really excited to just like get out of the house too. Everyone on the Cover FX team is vaccinated, so I'm sure they're like taking precautions and the event is outdoors. I'm also really excited to just drive and chill and listen to music. I was watching this thing on TikTok about Janae Aiko saying how like driving is kind of meditative for her because she just like sits and thinks every time she's at a stoplight or something like that. And I'm like, yeah, I can feel that. I did a little bit of makeup, but I didn't put any mascara or lashes on because they said that they'll have mascara there. So I'm assuming that's like what they're launching. I love that it's like 2 brushes. Not gonna lie, I feel like shit today. I had so many things to do this morning, and then once I was done, I was like, you know what? I feel like shit. I'm not into my hair today. I have a pimple right here that's like so painful because it's right next to my mouth. And another reason I feel like shit is because I have finally started dating a little bit more seriously, and I did not realize how horrible the ups and downs of dating could be. If you've been following me for a long time now, like I have never really prioritized dating. I would go on dates here and there, don't get me wrong, and if like I liked someone, I was definitely open to it, but I never really prioritized it because I wanted to focus on other things. I wanted to focus on myself. For some reason, I thought now was the time to do it. And I've never really talked about my past dating experiences because there was really nothing to talk about. I'd go on max like 3 dates with someone and then it wouldn't really go anywhere, or I just wasn't interested. These last few months have been like annoying to say the least. I had been, I guess, seeing someone for a couple months and I thought I really liked him. I did really like him, but it didn't end that well. The reason it ended wasn't a good reason, but I think we ended on okay terms. And then I met someone else that I thought I could really like, and he really liked me, but that is also kind of like fizzling. Dating is hard, and I cannot wait to share all the things that I've learned when I'm done learning the lessons and done processing them. Someone DM'd me and was like, you seem really happy lately, and overall, I am very happy and grateful for where I am, but that does not mean I do not have my bad days. But nothing is worse than the experience that I had in 2020. If you watched my like last heart-to-heart video, after going through that, all of this is like, yes, it's hard, but it's manageable. It's okay. Like, I know if I can get through that, I can get through this. And nothing is worth me giving up my peace and sanity for. I am just very protective of myself now. I am really glad that I'm at a place where I'm not questioning my value or worth as a person or wondering why I'm not good enough, because I think now I'm at a point where I know I've done a lot of self-work and I am willing to give and can give, but now it's just kind of finding the right person that aligns with me and not holding on to people if we're not aligned. So much easier said than done. I'm learning a lot about what it means to have open communication and really being honest about what I want, and every experience has kind of been me honing in on that. I think when I first started dating, I had no idea what I wanted. I was like, let's just dip my toes in the water and see, and now I have a better idea of what I'm looking for, I guess. You all know I hate talking about things as I'm going through them. Like, I like talking about it after I've processed and I feel like I've learned what I needed to. And I don't want to go into too much detail about like what happened because it's still really fresh. and it's not that I can't talk about it, I would love to, but I want to hold respect for like the people that I've dated and stuff. This whole thing reminded me of a question that I got on one of my heart-to-heart prompts on my stories. So sorry I haven't done a heart-to-heart video. It's just I didn't get a lot of questions, and the questions were kind of like scattered in terms of topics, so I thought it would just be better to hold off on that and wait. But I do want to answer this one because it's been like burning in my mind. How to deal with nearing your 30s but being afraid to date because you aren't successful. Just go date. I do think having dating and relationship experience is very important. I like had a relationship in college and I learned so much from that. I didn't date seriously anyone for a really long time. That was like my one and only serious relationship, and that is because from that relationship I learned that I really wanted to focus on myself. When I was in that relationship, I was so young and I didn't really know how to set boundaries or really take time to myself. I was super invested in the other person, and I felt like I missed out on a lot of things that I wanted to do because I was so like consumed by that relationship. But I made that decision to focus on myself. For me, do not date because you're afraid you're not successful enough or you're not good enough. Like, I would say if you're not gonna date, do it because you do not want to, because you want to do what's best for you. Like, if you just don't want to date because you don't think that's what's best for you right now, then don't do it. But don't not date because you don't think you're good enough for someone, because trust me, I have gone on dates with a lot of, I don't want to say losers, but I have gone on a lot of dates with guys who do not care about their level of success. So trust me, you should not either. Like, the fact that you're even concerned or worried about how successful you are says volumes already. Success is also such a subjective measure. Every time I reached a goal, like, I have a new goal. I have a new idea of success and what that looks like. It is a moving target. So if you're always going to chase that moving target, when are you ever going to make time for yourself to date? And that's assuming that you do want to date. Don't let that fear hold you back. If you're just not ready to, then you're just not ready to, but do not let it be because you're afraid you're not good enough. But this chat was probably a lot more than what you all asked for, and I'm not really sure that I'm comfortable talking so much about my dating life in general because it is such a vulnerable like piece of me. It takes a lot for me to trust someone. So when I trust someone and it's broken, I am really fucking shattered. There have been many days where I'm like fighting the urge to just not be as kind anymore and not be as giving, or like withdraw that, and I'm really like trying not to have a pessimistic, jaded view of everyone, mostly men. But anyway, I just feel like shit. It's so freaking hot outside. I'm gonna turn on the AC and listen to music and cook, like just something mindless and that keeps me busy because I just need to do something, but I also want like a slow break. So I'm gonna make bunryu, which I have made before, only once before. So this will be my second time making it, but it's this like Vietnamese seafood noodle dish. Oh, it's so good. And actually, I really want to eat that. That is like such comfort food. Sometimes I just want to say I feel like shit. You know, there are days where I'm like, I feel like shit, but I'm not gonna talk about it. We're not gonna acknowledge that my hair's out of place or this or that, because we're just gonna, it's fine that things are like that. But today, I just want to acknowledge that I feel like shit and move on. And I think that's okay, doesn't it, when you just like don't feel good. It's so good. And I think Chris is coming over later to have some. I made a big batch, so I told my friends to come over and have some. Another question that I really wanted to talk about, I totally forgot. How do you remind yourself to be patient and trust the process of life? There's actually a prayer that I remember learning growing up and that I think about often, and it's called the Serenity Prayer. And if you're not spiritual or religious, I think this can still very much apply to you or anyone really. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. That has really helped me a lot in the last few years with trusting the process, because I am still working towards doing the things that I can change and doing that to like the best of my ability and working towards something. But there are just other things that are completely out of my control, completely out of your control, and you just have to go with it and trust that things will fall into place. As long as you feel like you're doing the best that you can towards what you want, that's like all anyone can really do or hope for, you know? I think for me, whether you believe in God or a higher power or the universe, that idea and belief has always helped me, because it's made me feel very safe and looked out for, and that things will happen when they're meant to happen and everything happens for a reason. I truly believe in that. I know it's such a cliche and like some people might even say privileged thing to believe. Even if you're in a bad situation, maybe at that time it's exactly what I needed to happen to like move forward and learn new things to help me in the future. I did also want to add on to the things that I was saying yesterday. Throughout these last few months, I've really felt how good it is to make decisions that are best for you. Even if it's not the most immediate, like instant gratification type of decision, doing things for you that you know are good for you in the long run feels so good. I think as long as you're doing things that you know are good for you and put your best interest first, you'll never really regret that. Obviously, like, don't intentionally hurt anyone in the process. I definitely feel like I've been tested a little bit these last few months. Like, God, the universe, whatever, has been like, have you really learned your lesson? We're gonna test you just one more time. Just one more time. I kind of miss these like casual talking sit down videos, but I feel like people don't watch these anymore. I genuinely love getting into these deep topics and talking about life and like learning how people see the world. I think it's just so interesting. Yeah, anyway, look at this bracelet that Deborah made me. It's super cute, and the little gray stones are actually labradorite. Labradorite is considered a tremendously spiritual stone, especially helpful for people who tend to overwork. It helps an individual regain energy while aiding the body and spirit in healing itself. In the metaphysical world, labradorite is considered one of the most powerful protectors. And I was like, did you do that intentionally, Deborah? And she's like, yeah, I did. And I was like, that's so sweet. So I've been wearing this a lot. I'm gonna end the vlog here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.